Today on Studio G, reporter Farron Eno spoke with some interesting characters at the Age of Chivalry Renaissance Fair.
Bree Bradley will give us a look into the latest in the world of motorsports, where an unexpected winner finishes on top.
And Bree Padilla will be talking to our guest Marissa Indy Van Carey about her connection to UNLV.
All this and more right now on Studio G.
Welcome to Monday's episode of Studio G. I'm Honey Love.
And I'm Christina Davies. The 20th annual Las Vegas Renaissance Festival was in full swing over the weekend, and reporter Farron Enos went to check it out.
Good morrow. We're here at the Age of Chivalry Renaissance Fair, where anybody can take a step into the past and become a lord or a lady. It's the 20th year that knights, knaves, noble ladies, and wenches have taken over Sunset Park. With lavish costumes, an array of artisans, and lively characters. And for many, it's a chance to take a break from the real world.
Well, what brings me to the Renaissance Fair is the opportunity to step outside of myself and embrace a being that I normally wouldn't be. For instance, you can imagine I'm not normally the sort of fellow to wear a crown, or tights for that matter. But yes, at the Renaissance Fair, you can set aside your regular boundaries and step outside of yourself. Be someone who you normally wouldn't be. That's half the fun of the Renaissance Fair.
While artisans and entertainers come from all over the country to partake in the festivities, others are locals reveling in the fun while trying to make a name for themselves. Siren Strings, a quartet that formed at UNLV, enjoys coming out to events such as the Renaissance Fair because of the freedom with their song selections.
We love all sorts of fairs. We've been this past year to the Celtic Fest as well as the Pirate Fest, and we've had a blast. We just have so much fun with all the music that we get to play, because we don't normally get to play Irish music or Celtic music, where we normally play Rihanna, Katy Perry, Nirvana, covers of things. So it's a nice change of pace for us. We really do enjoy it.
While many people enjoy the entertainment and food, others, such as Jordan Stussy, enjoy something else about the fair.
I'm having a lot of fun.
A lot of fun? What do you like doing out here?
I like going shopping.
The Age of Chivalry has come alive at this Las Vegas Renaissance Fair, where lords and ladies come out for a fair time. For Studio G, I'm Farron Enos.
That looked like a great time. The Renaissance Fair returned to Sunset Park after a recent two-year $11.7 million renovation. The festival featured 50 different shows a day and over 100 artisans.
Team UNLV has taken second place overall in the U.S. Department of Energy Solar Decathlon for its Desert Soul Home, which mixed consumer needs with optimal energy production and efficiency. There was only 5 points between them and the first place winners. A big congratulations to them.
Hard-working Americans across the nation are feeling the effects of the government shutdown and are becoming increasingly unhappy with the bickering in Congress. The effects of the shutdown are widespread, now affecting the brave men and women of the armed forces and their families. Reporter Tommy Laren has more.
The government shutdown has taken not only a financial toll on the nation, but a personal one as well. As the stalemate continues in Washington, so does the blame game. President Obama and his Democratic supporters have said time and time again that the blame rests on the shoulders of the Republicans in Congress, especially House Republicans and Tea Partiers. Now, however, the Republican colleagues are firing back and spreading the blame across the political aisle and into the White House. The issue? Military death benefits. 29 members of the armed forces have died on active duty since the government shutdown began. In an action that set off national upheaval, the Pentagon claimed earlier in the week that a law allowing the military to be paid during the shutdown did not cover death benefits of $100,000 typically paid within 3 days of a soldier's death. The debate surrounding the death benefits surfaced after 4 U.S. soldiers and 1 Marine were killed by insurgents in Afghanistan last week.
And their families were informed that benefits could not be paid. These benefits, which fall in the category of military member pay and allowances authorized by the legislation, provide a small amount of financial support as families grieve so that during the most harrowing of times, they can focus on what matters most.
The death gratuity is not the only payment that was withheld. The Pentagon also stated that it could not pay for families to travel to Dover Air Force Base to witness the return of their soldiers' remains. After heavy criticism from both parties, President Obama signed a last-minute bill late Thursday to restore death benefits to families of fallen soldiers during this partial government shutdown. The measure reinstates benefits for surviving family members, which includes burial expenses and death gratuity payments.
They also ensure we bury our heroes, those who have paid the ultimate price, in a dignified manner that recognizes their extraordinary service and sacrifice.
The bill comes after controversial comments made by White House Press Secretary Jay Carney. Carney deemed the bill unnecessary because the charity group Fisher House Foundation had already agreed to foot the bill. Nevada's own Harry Reid states that the bill was simply for show and believed the issue was exaggerated, though he didn't object to the bill's passage. The battle over benefits and other government services affected by the shutdown rages on. Until both houses of Congress and President Obama can come to a workable agreement, the blame game shows no signs of ending. For Studio G, I'm Tommy Laren.
We will keep you updated on all the effects of the government shutdown as Congress continues to debate the issue.
The Nobel Peace Prize was announced on Friday, and reporter Ashley Schaefer has more.
The Nobel Peace Prize was awarded on Friday to the Organization of the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons for extensive work to get rid of chemical weapons since 1997. They are most recently helping to get rid of the Syrian army's awarded stockpiles of poison gas.
Nobel Committee has decided that the Nobel Peace Prize for 2013 is to be awarded to the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, OPCW, for its extensive work for eliminating chemical weapons.
There always tends to be controversy for who is awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
I think our selections through these 112 years, they have not been perfect. But they have been solid, respectable. There are omissions. There are maybe some who shouldn't have received the prize. But overall, this has gone surprisingly well. And we have been able to adjust over these years. I mean, make the prize truly global, include more women, open the definitions in Alfred Nobel's will a bit more.
Even with adjusting over the years, the Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons still walked away with the Nobel Peace Prize, in which their mission is to get rid of all chemical weapons by 2014.
The Prohibition of Chemical Weapons is increasing their team in Syria from 35 to 100 people to help destruct chemical weapons. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with more Studio G.
The School of Engineering, located on the northwest side of campus, offers a wide variety of classes and activities. The Great Hall inside the Thomas T. Bean Engineering Complex features an array of the school's accomplishments and work, such as their annual cement canoe competition and bridge design competition that select students participate in. Named after Howard Hughes, this school takes learning to new heights.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
And crowds of people from across the nation filled Cashman Center over the weekend. Take a look. The annual Lowrider Super Show took over Las Vegas yesterday. There were well over 500 cars inside and outside of the arena. They were entered into contests to win the title of Best Street Car. showroom cars, and best bicycle. There was also a car hop contest where different categories of cars entered to see whose car can jump the highest. And there were even dancing cars. People who work on these cars do it for years, and Brandon Gonzalez has been working on his car for 12 years. What started as a junk car is now a beautiful showroom car.
It's a car I picked up from my wife's dad before he passed away, and we built it as a family project.
Several awards for this vehicle aside from the car show. Lowrider Magazine has also put on a concert with artists ranging from Dub C, Little Rob, and Lighter Shade of Brown. There was some rain, but that didn't stop the crowd from filling the stadium. I will have more on the Lowrider Super Show tomorrow, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And right now we'll send it over to Katie with the weather. Hey, Katie.
Hey honey. Hi guys, welcome to your Monday weekly weather forecast. So today it's 69 degrees. And do you guys know what that means? It's sweater weather. That's right. You can see that it's starting to get a little windy and a little colder, so make sure that you bundle up with some light jackets. I'm wearing my sweater right now. Sweater dresses, break those out. You can buy those anywhere. They're all in style, so that's great. You can see right now we're in the 50s and the 60s. No more 90s, no more 80s. We're getting cold outside because it's fall. Our lows today, you can see for Las Vegas, we're gonna have a low of 54 degrees tonight, so make sure if you're gonna go out. I know they had beautiful weather at the Renaissance Festival this weekend, so it's still nice enough to go out, but make sure you bundle up. You don't want to get sick. All right, you can see our national satellite radar, my bad. You can see that it's starting to get a little rain and snow. You can see some snow starting up in the Midwest, yes. Okay, so if you can see it, we have in the East Coast, we're still in the 60s, which is unusual because, we're usually a desert, dry state. So you can see that we're colder, so it's weird that we're competing with them. Anyway, here's our extended forecast. As you can see, we're in the 70s and lows in the 50s this week. So make sure I said sweater weather. Well, that's it for your weather. My name is Katie McLean, and don't go anywhere. Studio G will be right back with Trackside with Bree Bradley.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Crystal May Maguerza.
I'm Savannah. Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for Happy Hour.
Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
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 KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on Revcast.com.
What a lot of people don't realize, we provide 1,300 hot meals a day through 3 of our kitchens. We have about 650 people sleeping in beds provided by the Salvation Army every night. We have 127,000 of people that we touch every year. It's huge, and people have no idea that we do more than have thrift stores and ring bells at Christmas.
Good afternoon, race fans, and thanks for tuning into this week's segment of Studio G's Trackside. As race season begins to sum itself up in a majority of the motorsports associations, the fight for a championship leaves many teams scrambling for top finishes. Best in the Desert's Blue Water Challenge took place over Saturday and Sunday in a short course style desert race in Parker, Arizona. Saturday was a day full of carnage and lead changes in Class 1 with time penalties assessed, mechanical failure, and on-race course battles, but the 1577 of Justin Lofton managed to finish on top. Finishing a mere 38 seconds behind him was the Jimco 1518 of Chuck Hovey, and third place was 1589 of John Walker. The trophy truck race on Saturday didn't see near the lead changes as Class 1 with Rob McCachran leading the entire race. He finished first a minute and 43 seconds in front of Dale Dondell, and points leader Jason Voss finished third. Sunday's race left crews and drivers pushing the envelope to either defend or steal the class points lead. Lofton, proving that nicely, swept the weekend with another win on Sunday and unofficially changed the points lead in Class 1. Heading into the final race of the season, the Henderson 250, the Class 1's point summary will unofficially be changed by Lofton, Walker, and Hutchins, and in trophy truck class, Voss, Wyrick, and Olagus. Since we're talking about points championships, Saturday's race at Charlotte Motor Speedway left stock car fans raising out of their seats, with points leader Matt Kenseth barely beating second place points holder Jimmy Johnson to the finish line for third and fourth place. Brad Keselowski was first non-chase winner of the season despite falling to 21st after incurring a penalty. Keselowski left the pits with a jack still under his car and had to complete a full lap, returning to his pits so the equipment could be removed. The Sprint Cup chase going into the last 5 races of the season holds at Kenseth leading Johnson by 4 points, followed by Harvick, Gordon, and Kyle Busch. Well, that's going to do it for today's news in the industry of speed. Thanks for tuning into Trackside. Now we'll send it over to Bianca Valdez with sports. Bianca?
Good morning, Rebels. We'll start with UNLV Athletics. In a very close game, UNLV defeated Hawaii 39-37. The winning point came off a field goal by kicker Nolan Cohorst. It is the 4th win in a row, which is something UNLV has not accomplished in over a decade. Women's volleyball defeated New Mexico 3-1. Women's soccer had a win over Colorado State 1-0, while men's soccer lost to San Jose State 0-1. In football highlights this weekend, the Giants are now 0-6 after losing to the Bears 27-21 in Thursday Night Football. They are now in the bottom of the NFC East. The Cowboys and Eagles lead that division. The Cowboys are coming off a win to the Redskins last night, and the Eagles beat the Buccaneers. In another division rivalry, the Chiefs defeated the Raiders, making them 6-0. They are tied with the Broncos for the top of the AFC West. Pretty good accomplishment for them since last season they only won 2 games. The Packers won against the Ravens 19-17, and the Bengals defeated the Bills 27-24 in overtime. And Monday Night Football is the Colts versus the Chargers. And in boxing on Saturday night, the Bradley Marquez fight ended in a surprising win. Juan Marquez was odds favorite, but lost to the defending welterweight champion Timothy Bradley by a unanimous decision. And last but not least, it's October, so it is playoffs for Major League Baseball. Cardinals lead the Dodgers 2-0 in their series. And last night, David Ortiz of the Boston Red Sox blasted a grand slam to tie the game against the Tigers in the 8th inning. Jared Saltamachia hit the game-running RBI in the 9th inning to tie the series at 1-1. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break.
Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
This is your house too. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up, speak out, and change the world.
Welcome back from the break. We're joined today by Marissa Endy Van Curie. She's the UNLV alum and Director of Marketing and Community Relations at Love Restaurant Group. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. I guess we're having you.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be in my old home again, even though I didn't get to enjoy this building very much, but it's beautiful.
We were talking about that, and actually I did want to get into that as we were speaking. So I know you've worked with Love Restaurant Group, which has its own history with UNLV, and we'll talk about that later, but could you tell me more about your professional path and your experience at UNLV and what it's like coming back?
Absolutely. I went to UNLV as not so much a broadcast major, but a communications major with an advertising focus and marketing minor. So it was a little bit different. I remember my broadcasting class, Steve Shore, the vice president of Cox Communications, taught the class. And it was a blast because he was so energetic and he really taught us and gave us the courage and strength and the self-esteem to get up in front of people and talk and present ourselves in a manner where we can speak on TV, because it's different than conversating. And we went to the PBS studios, so we didn't have any of this. We would take classes out of FDH right next next door, and then some courses were in Beam Hall.
So this is totally different than
totally
what you're
brand
used
new,
to.
beautiful building, yeah. And we went to the PBS studio.
And you got to film there, or
yeah,
shoot there,
we'd
as
shoot
opposed
there.
to here.
Yep, we did like a couple courses there, and I just remember I was kind of like this, and my hair was long. He's like, yeah, he's like, you don't want to have your hair in your face. And so there's many codes of conduct for broadcasts.
And how has that been able to take you through your career in marketing and communications? Because that's a relationship that's pretty close.
It has been a tremendous experience since graduation, and most people think, oh my gosh, with UNLV, you know, am I going to get any opportunities? It's definitely a different market. You know, to maybe get some opportunities in LA, but I knew several people who went here and went to film school here and ended up working for the Coppolas, and there was just all these little inspirations here and there, and I thought, geez, you know, you just gotta stick with your vision and keep believing in it and want to follow your dream, and you just, you know, it all just falls into place, and it was a great experience. I have to give a tremendous shout out to our beloved ex-governor, Governor Gwynn. What a blessing to have gone to the school on a full ride scholarship,
Wow,
with the Millennium
congratulations.
Scholarship. Yeah,
I
and
was
so
a recipient of that as well.
yes,
Yeah.
and it's great, and
It's
it's still happening today, which is a beautiful thing, and we're cultivating, you know, some more culture here at UNLV, and it's just a beautiful thing. I was born and raised here, so it's great to see the school flourish as much as it has, and it's even more of an honor, you know, working for our founding father, Jeffrey Fine. His grandfather is Hank Greenspun, so it's just there's a lots of love and connectivity between the school and our business too, so it's just been very exciting.
I'm glad you brought that up, and as we're wrapping up, I just want to give you a chance to talk a little bit more about how Lev has been able to give back or work with UNLV. I know you guys are running a promotion with KUNV right now.
Yes, so as some may know, Lev Restaurant Group is the umbrella for multiple brands.
Jamba Juice, guys.
We are the territory developer and franchisee operator for brands such as Coffee Bean, international brands such as Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and Jamba Juice, in addition to restaurant concepts that are locally founded, which are Isla Burgers inside Town Square and Palazzo, Lobster Me, the lobster roll concept inside Miracle Mile, and we have our truck too, the lobster truck. You can find that at First Friday, and then Daily Kitchen and Wellness Bar. So there's lots going on, and it's just so great that this week we're able to be involved and give back to the school with KUNV Radio. We're doing a restaurant week at Isla Burgers Town Square all week, where you can get a combo meal for $20.13, and $4 for every meal will go back to KUNV. So we're keeping it right here within the in
keeping
the school.
it right close with the Rebel Roots.
Yeah, Rebel
I love
Roots.
It. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Well, that's all we have, and stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Studio G. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined DECA because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join DECA, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer. Crystal May Maguerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype. And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
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 KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on revcast.com.
You may have noticed the teams playing on the intramural fields late at night. Reporter Jordan Hardy takes a look at the teams.
Football and basketball are well-known sports at UNLV, but little do others know there are other club sports like women's lacrosse.
The women's lacrosse team is one of the 9 club sports on campus that provides the opportunity for students to participate in a sport that is not offered by the NCAA. Justine Masnich is a freshman who is new to the game of lacrosse, and her teammate Rachel Allen is a veteran who is excited about the number of girls that are coming out to play this year.
Anyone that joins gets to be in it, which is nice, and the girls are really nice here, and they're helping me learn lacrosse because I didn't know how to play, so it's really great to just come out and exercise and have fun with the other girls.
We actually didn't even know how many girls we would have this year, so to see
20 girls out here or something like that tonight. It's actually kind of encouraging.
Equipment is not handed out to the players like it would be for NCAA sports because of funding. But Coach Lydia Rugama uses her connections to provide equipment for the ladies.
Since the sport is so small, we do have a lot of people that we know that are involved in lacrosse here in Las Vegas, so we kind of do the whole borrow and, interchange equipment.
Chelsea Bradshaw coaches with Lydia and does not mind not getting paid to coach because of her love for the game.
I like getting people introduced to something I'm so passionate about. And then just seeing newcomers come on the team who have no experience whatsoever and they just easily pick it up, it kind of drives me more to teach them more.
The team won the Western Women's Lacrosse League as a South Division II team in 2011 and ranked 3rd last year. According to Coach Lydia, the team looks pretty good so far.
I'm really hoping for these new girls. They look like they're pretty athletic, so they should be picking up the sport pretty quick and just hoping to get that first place again.
The team is still looking for more girls to come out and join, and they don't mind a crowd of support either. For Studio G, I'm Jordan Hardy.
If you are looking to join the women's lacrosse team, they hold practices on Monday and Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
After everything stemming from the government shutdown, we bring you a funny new website where you can give Congress a piece of your mind.
If you're mad at Congress, you could hold a sign, maybe one saying, "Congress beware, when we're screwed, we multiply." Or you could try this. Hello?
Hi. Is this government shutdown making you want to drink?
It's a free service at the website drunkdialcongress.org.
And let me tell you, when I drink, I like to tell people what's on my mind.
You enter your number at the website. In a couple of seconds, the recorded drunk dialer calls you back.
We're going to forward you to a member of the House of Representatives.
Your call is then forwarded to a randomly chosen member of the House so you can give them a piece of your mind.
Good morning, Representative Sutherland's office.
Hi, I'm wondering, I'm calling from CNN. Have you guys been getting a bunch of weird calls? The Florida Republicans office had no comment on Drunk Dial Congress. It was set up, they say, for fun by a digital tech company founded by a former Obama campaign staffer. And you're not going to make any money off this, are you?
No, we're actually going to lose money off of it.
Genemo, CNN.
Sure makes me want to drink.
New York.
Well, that was funny. I'm a little, what if we just say our outro drunk?
I mean, I really don't drink, so.
Well, that does it for Studio G. Just kidding. That does it for Studio G. I'm Honey Love.
And I'm Christina Davies. Tune in for more Studio G tomorrow. From all of us here at Studio G, have a great day, Las Vegas.
Bye-bye.
Adios.